Hello Internet! Welcome back to one more episode of Bazzle Spotlight with this Gravity team. I know it's only Thursday, but I'm saying one more because, fingers crossed, if all the scheduling goes correctly, the team builder for the NBL Week 3 will be on my channel tomorrow, so that'll be the video for tomorrow, and then we'll see, where things go either on the weekend or the future week. But it's been an interesting week. We've had our ups, and then some downs, and then yesterday could not have gone much better, I don't think. So one more game, one more day rather, of playing with this, and hopefully we can finish, reasonably highly. Maybe we'll see, won't we? To find someone from Spain. So this is something that I need to get sorted with this team, because on, I think it was Tuesday, wasn't it? We just lost miserably to Incineroar and Yveltal. They are still a big problem for the team. That was one of the reasons why I did have Nihilego on here. And again, Nihilego does look okay. It's just the Ludicolo if it is in rain, the Ferrothorn, the Kyogre. So I'm not convinced with Nihilego again. So I don't want to lead with Lunala because there's a very good chance he's leading both Incineroar and Yveltal, as people do tend to do against me. So, I guess we'll just go with what I did in the Tuesday game with Sableye Lilligant leading, with Groudon, 100% want Groudon. And Lele, I think, same again, just because they've got a Koko, and we need to hit the Yveltal. That's one of the reasons why I've got the Lele on this team, just so I can Moonblast Yveltal. So, honestly, I'm expecting to lose this one just because that's a wild-looking avatar, isn't it? Just because, I don't know, just generally in this format, I don't think I've got my head around beating Incineroar Yveltal yet. In theory, it shouldn't be that hard, should it? But it's just, like, both of the teams that I've played with so far haven't really been able to deal with them. But actually, there's no Yveltal or Incineroar, which is fine by me. For now, anyway. So I'm expecting it's got Kyogre in the back, seeing as it's brought the Ludicolo. So maybe it's Kyogre and Yveltal then. That's kind of what I expect. So I'll go for a Gravity here, and just to protect. Lilligant is the only thing that he can fake out, so kind of expect him to. I want to keep my Sash intact as well. So we get a Gravity here. If we're lucky, he ejects our Sableye out into Groudon, and we get the Chlorophyll straight away. But it's a Brave Bird. Okay, that's interesting. So this is a physical type of Koko. Lilligant is naturally faster than Ludicolo. To put something to sleep, we have to put Lele out. So I'm going to put Lele out. And I'm going to go for a Grass Whistle into the Ludicolo, actually. Just because I don't think the Koko is going to be that much of a problem for us. Because we've got the Groudon, but it just depends on how well he protects the Koko, I suppose. Actually, Volt Switches. Okay, so he breaks my Sash. This is probably Kyogre coming in then, I would imagine. Or Yveltal. I would imagine Kyogre, though. Surely. With Ludicolo dancing there. Wants to know who his partner's going to be. Ludicolo, today, your partner will be... Oh, you've not got stood up, have you, Ludicolo? It's going to be Yveltal, your partner today. Alright, so... Fair enough. Okay, so Grass Whistling into the Ludicolo. So Ludicolo's going down. Well, going to sleep, that's what I meant to say. But Yveltal is not in the sky because we've got Gravity. So if he swaps Ludicolo into Tapu Koko, then we still can't put it to sleep. So I'm actually going to go for a Moonblast into Yveltal and a Leaf Storm into Yveltal because I do want to get rid of Yveltal. I give you respect, Yveltal. I want to get rid of you. If it's not plus speed nature, then Lilligant will be fast, and unless it's really bulky or a 50% berry, the combination of these two attacks should knock it out. But yeah, he does do exactly that. He brings in the Coco, so because of gravity in effect, we can't Grass Whistle the Yveltal. Lily is Scarfed, so Moonblast goes first. And it doesn't knock it out. He gets a special attack drop. And he is plus speed nature. Ooh. That is annoying. Okay. That's actually really bad. It's Life Orb. Alright, so we've got rid of the Yveltal, but I really would have liked to have my Lilligant around. Okay, well this just got tricky. So, the Ludicolo's asleep. Surely he's going to bring in his Kyogre now then. So I think we have to put Sableye in. No, he's just bringing his Ludicolo in, alright. So Ludicolo can't wake up. Or, it can wake up, rather. And it can fake out the Lele. What information do we know about this Coco? We know that it's got Brave Bird and Volt Switch, so we know it's not choice locked. Wonder how much bulk it's got in it. Maybe it's Assault Vested, then it can take. Well, it can take a Moonblast anyway, can't it? Because I've got Groudon in the back, which again isn't threatened by Ludicolo. Isn't threatened by Coco, rather. Unless it's got a Grass Knot. So maybe I just Moonblast into the Ludicolo, and there's not much else I can do, is there? I'm just going to feint the Tapu Koko, just in case it's got a Focus Sash. Yeah, the Yveltal being plus speed nature there has done me in, really. Maybe I should be switching Lele into Groudon, but if I had his Volt switching, he would have got the weather control, so maybe it's good that I didn't do that. Yeah, it's Kyogre in the back. Okay. Well, this isn't unwinnable. Ludicolo has got its Swift Swim now. I think it is unwinnable, actually, thinking about it. Because if Ludicolo, I think it's a 50-50, isn't it? If it wakes up, it targets my Lele, knocks it out. Kyogre knocks out Sableye. There's no safe switching for Groudon here, is there? Because the Kyogre is literally just going to attack. So I think I have to just play it safe. And by safe, I mean get the guaranteed knockout on Ludicolo. And then both of my Pokemon are going to be going down. Unless he goes for Origin Pulse and misses. And then I'll just have my Groudon against... He has gone for Origin Pulse, and he's hit both of them. I think we're still in Gravity, aren't we? So maybe that's not a factor. Sableye should survive. Yeah, it does. I'm not sure how good that's going to... how much good that's going to do for me, though. It just swaps at side of the field, basically, doesn't it? With your jet button there. But yeah, so we've won the Weather War, but Kyogre... Like, if this was in 16, then we would win, because we have got the weather. Kyogre cannot touch Groudon. But this is really the biggest change, isn't it? Groudon is still very threatened by water attacks. Even in the sun. So we don't know if the Kyogre is Scarfed, do we? Because my Lele was Scarfed and went first. We quashed the Ludicolo. Not that that makes any difference to the Kyogre. So do I now Gravity and Precipice Blades? Do I Quash the Coco and Precipice Blades? I think I'm going to need some... Yeah, I don't Gravity, I think, because if I'm going to win, I need some Origin Pulse misses. Tapu Koko can't really touch the Groudon, though, I don't think. But if I Quash the Kyogre, you know, that does nothing anyway, does it? So I'm going to Quash the Koko. And if I Quash the Kyogre, I'm like, I need Groudon to survive and attack anyway, so the Quash is useless. So here's the Origin Pulse. Sableye avoids. Would have been nice if Groudon avoided. So that's one of the reasons why I didn't Gravity. And, oh, that is just a 2-hit KO. But, as long as we hit our Precipice Blades, we've won this game. So, yeah, Kyogre, I'm pretty sure is Scarfed then, because our Groudon is Jolly Max Speed, and that Kyogre went first. So I have to Quash and Precipice Blades. I can't Gravity, because if I do, Origin Pulse 100% knocks out Sableye and is still faster. So I have no other play. I have to Quash and Precipice Blades. And I'm in that old familiar situation like I was in 16, 17 times, where 85% chance of the time I win this game. So, come on, Groudon, 85% chance. Please, can we hit your Precipice Blades? Yes, we can. I'm almost conditioned to thinking that I can't hit slightly inaccurate moves. So, yeah, I'm actually surprised that we won the game, and I'm very happy that we did. It just shows, okay, so, Sableye avoided an Origin Pulse, which is, fortunate, I suppose, but that's the first time I've actually effectively used Sableye's Quash there, too. And the Quash on the Tapu Koko might have worked out for our win as well, depending on how much damage a Brave Bird, or if the Tapu Koko had Nature's Madness, perhaps, to double into the Groudon. Actually, the Kyogre would be going first, wouldn't it, too? So Nature's Madness wouldn't really do anything. Yeah, I'm satisfied. I suppose it allowed Sableye to stick around the next turn as well, instead of eating like a Dazzling Gleam or a Brave Bird or something. But this guy is in the 1700s. Ooh, we're in the upper echelons of Battle Spot now. And he's got a pretty familiar team. I mean, I'm sure we've seen this team around somewhere before. The scariest thing on the team is the Xerneas. I'm pretty sure we've played this team. I don't know if we've played the guy, but we've definitely played this team this week at some point, I think. So we're going to lead Sableye and Lunala. We definitely need Groudon to hit the Ferrothorn and Incineroar. But we're going to go with Lilligant. There's no reason not to go with Lilligant here. Nihilego is threatened by the Groudon and the Ferrothorn. Lele might be okay, but it does hit the Groudon, I suppose. But he hasn't got any Trick Room options. He hasn't got any terrains for me to need the Lele. So Lilligant is definitely the option here. He hasn't even got any. Yeah, there's no Kyogre. There's nothing that's going to prevent the sun from being up. So Lilligant hopefully is going to do some work here. We'll just see. So hello, or Mr. or Mrs., whichever you are, of the realms of Japan. Let's see how this goes. Hello, Pokemon Trainer. So okay, so Smogle Xerneas. Yeah, so this is not what I wanted to see, but we're in a similar situation, aren't we, to one that we had at some point as well. I taunt. Do I taunt one of these, or do I just go for a gravity and hypnosis on one of them? Because if he geomancies, I can survive an attack, and we'll be able to put it to sleep after that. But if he just attacks straight off, expecting a taunt, then I'm playing this game without gravity, which I'm not comfortable with, because I've got Lilligant in the back. Ooh, so he's gone for a spiky shield. He's maybe making a really cheeky play here then. I hope he's not just attacking then, because I do want gravity. Yes, attacking. Of course he is. Yeah, wow. Well, we're going to have to hit some very inaccurate moves then to do well in this game, I think. Yeah, that's frustrating, because on Team Preview, I feel... Special attack. Okay, I felt pretty confident about this match, but not so much anymore. So definitely Groudon's coming in. I mean, the game is obviously not over yet, but we really wanted gravity. Like, and this is the mind game of this turn 1 situation, because it's a Sableye. Like, it's got taunt. Like, it is probably one of the most common moves on Sableye. So it makes sense to not Geomancy, not just get taunted straight away. So maybe I should have, well, obviously in hindsight I should have gone for a gravity there, but it's done now, isn't it? Smeargle showed Spiky Shield, so maybe it hasn't got Wide Guard, or maybe it just hasn't got Fake Out. Because if it has got Wide Guard, you would expect it to go for it now, wouldn't you? I'm going to Precipice Blades, even though I'm saying I'm expecting him to have Wide Guard. And Psy Shock into Xerneas, which has turned into Incineroar. So Incineroar, he probably is Wide Guarding then. In fact, why didn't I just double into the Smeargle there? That's what my initial brain was thinking I should do. And I'm going to pay for it now. One of my Pokemon are going to be going to sleep. Okay, so that's -1 damage on Incineroar. Pretty impressive. But I'd imagine it's putting the Groudon to sleep, wouldn't you? Yeah. Okay, so that is frustrating, because I did want to double into the Smeargle that last turn. I don't know why last minute I just didn't. I haven't got my Shadow Shield either, so a knockoff might knock Lunarl out. Well, this isn't going very well, is it? So I think we need to try and wake up with Groudon, you know, waste a turn of sleep. But what does Smeargle do? Goes for a Follow Me as he tries to knock off. I guess we'll just try and be safe and protect. He could just Flare Blitz into the Groudon now, and there are potential Moody issues as well if he gets Evasion or Speed. And he does just target into the Lunarl. Okay, that's fine. So we'll see what the Moody boosts are. Defense, that's fine. And Evasion is even more fine, because now if we do wake up, we're definitely hitting it with Precipice Blades. I'm thinking maybe he doesn't have Wide Guard then. Groudon can wake up now. So I'm going to try and Precipice Blade. I don't think Lunala is as important as Lilligant, because he's probably got his own Groudon in the back too. So do I try and Hypnosis the Incineroar, or do I just go for the knockout on the Smeargle? I think I'm just going to go for the knockout on the Smeargle, just because he did Spiky Shield it last turn. Yeah, so he's lost a Smeargle, so we don't have to worry about Moody. I mean, first turn wake would be amazing if we can hit our Precipice Blades. Groudon doesn't wake up for us. So we're probably losing Lunala here then. So it's not knocking an item off, but yeah, no Shadow Shield, so yeah, not surprised that knocks it out. So now we're stuck with Lilligant and Groudon, and he's got his Xerneas, and I'm assuming Groudon in the back, but we're not looking too bad if those are the last two Pokemon he's got. Yeah, I mean, for how bad the turn 1 went, we're not in too bad of a situation, but it could have been so much better. So now, well, now what do we do? My Groudon has got a 50-50 chance to wake up. So do I risk that and just Leaf Storm into the Groudon and Precipice Blades, hoping I wake up and hit and knock the Incineroar out? Or do I try and protect Lilligant and Precipice Blade? Because if Groudon stays asleep, let's put some moves in. If Groudon stays asleep, the worst case scenario is he doubles into the Groudon and knocks it out, isn't it? So yeah, I'm not going to mess around. I'm going to hope 50-50 chance Groudon wakes up. Sleep Storm does hit, which should knock his Groudon out, unless it's like Assault Vested or something. So now we need this 50-50. Groudon, do you wake up? Yes. And we hit the Precipice Blades. Wow. So the game isn't over yet, because he has still got his Power Herb with his Xerneas. And the sun will be running out very shortly too. But Xerneas, without any boosts, isn't going to one-shot Groudon. So how safe do I want to play this? Yeah, Sunny is around for one more turn, so he's probably going to protect this turn. So what I could do is Swords Dance with Groudon, because that would win me the game if he doesn't Geomancy or attack. If he protects, then we're still in it. We would just need to hit the Precipice Blades. So I think it is safer just to attack. Seeing as this is the last turn of Sun, I'm going to Fire Punch and Leaf Storm, which I think should be fine. But I think he protects here. Yeah, it's the last turn of Sun. It makes sense. So that's why I'm saying Swords Dance, the Groudon there. So now, if this Xerneas is timid, max speed, it will be faster than Lilligant, but does that really matter? Because again, the sun's gone down, so Fire Punch isn't going to do much, is it? We are at -1, so I think I do Precipice Blade here. I think we have to hit it, don't we? I don't know. What do you think a Fire Punch? Let's calculate it, actually. A Fire Punch, not in the sun, to Xerneas, does actually about, is that right? Oh, -1. Does about 20%. Yeah, and that's not, yeah, I think we have to Precipice Blade here. A 20% Fire Punch and a -2 Leaf Storm isn't going to... Ooh, it is faster as well. So we need to hit this Precipice Blade. So again, we're in a situation, 85% chance we win the game, 10% chance we lose. I think, unless we can hit... Worst case scenario is if we don't hit this Precipice Blade, we protect Groudon, we have got our Sash still intact, and we hit a Grass Whistle. We hit it. We're at -1, we're Life Orb. I think we should knock it out. Yeah, we do. Nice. Critical hit. Man, yeah. Pretty sure it didn't matter. So, yeah. I'm content with that again. It's it's going pretty well, isn't it? I'm just wondering, like, how effective is Gravity in these games? Like, it's actually doing a lot of business, isn't it? I mean, we didn't need Gravity in that game. Like, that's what I'm trying to think. Like, Gravity has been very effective in this whole week. We're going to do one more game, by the way. Gravity has been very effective this week. But that last game, I don't know, I suppose it kind of shows that we don't need the gravity to win, because we lost Sableye for free turn 1. We taunted into a spiky shield. He dazzling gleamed. We didn't need to hit any hypnosis. We didn't need to hit any grass whistle. So I'm actually really happy with how that went. Yeah, so the scenario at the end there, he was timid, Xerneas, and faster than my Lilligant. So, yeah, we needed to Precipice Blade and Leaf Storm into it because Fire Punch would have done no damage at all. If Precipice Blade missed, we would have basically, yeah, like I was saying, we would have to protect the Groudon. He can't one-shot Lilligant because we've still got a Focus Sash on there, and then we would have to hit the 55% accurate Grass Whistle. If we hit the Grass Whistle, then we've got at least one more chance to hit a Precipice Blade and win the game. If we miss it, then we'd have to double protect and try and, yeah, we just lose there, wouldn't we? Yeah, because he would knock out the Lilligant at that point. So, yeah, I mean, we had the outs, even if, like, we had a 55% chance, maybe slightly under, of just winning that game if we missed the last Precipice Blade as well, too. But I'm waffling, I'm rambling, because, well, because I'm on YouTube, and I suppose if I sat here and didn't say anything, then you probably wonder why you're watching me. But this guy has got 2 Tapu Pokemon. He has got 1 restricted Pokemon. I'm seeing that right, aren't I? He's only got 1 restricted Pokemon. He's got a Whimsicott though, so I'm scared. Like, this is legitimately a pretty scary team to come against, even still. But I think we go with these. Nihilego, no. Even though it does look pretty good against all of them but Kyogre. Lilligant. I'm not guaranteed to be in the sun. He has got a Koko, and I think he's more likely to bring the Koko because he's not got 2 restricted Pokemon too. So yeah, this is going to be a scary finish to our gravity journey on YouTube. Let's see how he goes then. Kyogre and Koko. Let's see the abilities then. Which one goes first? Okay, so if either of them are scarfed, it is the Koko. I'm not expecting the Kyogre to be scarfed just because they have got Whimsicott, and they can Tailwind and get that speed without being locked into something. But what do we do here? I mean, Sableye doesn't do anything here other than get the gravity up for Hypnosises and for accurate Precipice Blades. Lunala, I think, protects here because I want it partnered with something to do some business. So here's a gravity. Let's see what kind of Koko this is in. I'm expecting a Thunder, but he taunts into Lunala and Water Spout. So this is knocking my Sableye out, but I'm very curious as to why he taunted my Lunala there. Either he knows that I'm going to start hypnosising things, or he was expecting a Wide Guard and didn't want me to Wide Guard like next turn. So now that kind of throws things in the air a bit, doesn't it? I'm going to put Lele out. But because we know he isn't a Scarfed Kyogre, we're not forced to try and Hypnosis here because he's got Taunt. Rather, we're not, we don't have to try and Hypnosis something. We've got the Psychic Terrain. So I'm thinking just a double into the Kyogre will probably knock it out. And we've got Groudon in the back, which is okay against Koko. Did he have an Incineroar? I think he did, didn't he? Yeah. Do you think a Moon Blast and Psyshock in terrain knocks out Kyogre? Because I'm just worried about a switch from the Kyogre into Incineroar there, and the Taunt. Now we'll double Psychic. because, or I suppose I could have Moongeist Beam there, but oh, okay, he's just staying in. But I think this will knock Kyogre out because this is hitting on the physical side. But yeah, I wanted to lock into Psychic there just because we're in Psychic terrain and I can threaten the Koko with a one-shot, as we see it's a Life Orb now, at the next turn too. But as he comes in, he will be getting his terrain back up again. So, so it doesn't really make any difference there. But he should be losing the Kyogre. Or not. So that is a Scarf Kyogre. It's just slower than Koko. This is not the first time I've seen this either. I'm pretty sure last week there was a Scarfed Kyogre that was slower than Tapu Koko. So, okay, fair enough. So he couldn't protect there, but I mean, he could have switched if he's got Incineroar. But he just got more damage off than I'm comfortable with. I mean, okay, we've knocked out the Kyogre, but the game is still not won. Obviously, Groudon looks very good here, and I think I do want to switch Lele into Groudon. Like, Whimsicott could easily have like Grass Knot, and that would be very bad. So I am going to Moongeist Beam into the Whimsicott. Have we seen this last Pokemon? I might be being silly. We haven't seen this last Pokemon yet, have we? Yeah, so I am going to Moongeist Beam into the Whimsicott. He's probably going to Tailwind, and that's the scary thing. The Tapu Koko is Life Orb, and I can just knock out the Lunala here. Like, in hindsight, I probably should have protected the Lunala, but then I'm at risk of Encores and everything if I don't bring Lele back in. Yeah, I should have protected Lunala here. I'm making my turns too fast, I think. I'm disrespecting that Koko, clearly. And he just taunts, which I'm fine with. I think that was his opportunity to get back into the game. I mean, he is still in the game. I mean, he can easily still win this game. If he's got Grass Knot on either Whimsicott or Tapu Koko, then he will very possibly still win. So I think we'll scout for that. We'll protect Groudon, and we will protect Lunala. Oh, we can't because we taunted. Okay. So then what, he Volt Switches into the Lunala and knocks it out. Does he what, Grass Knots the Groudon? I'm thinking worst case scenario here. Yeah, let's just try and get rid of this Whimsicott. I'm thinking if I did put in Lele there, I suppose I would have had a switch, because he would have been, I'm assuming he's Volt Switching. No, he's Dancing Gleaming. Okay. Well, he's Life Orb, so that doesn't knock Lunala out. And it is another Dazzling Gleam. Okay, well that probably does knock Lunala out, maybe? Maybe not. Okay, it's not Life Orb, he hasn't got a... Well, I'm going to say he hasn't got a big special attack stat like Tapu Koko, but Tapu Koko actually hasn't got a big special attack stat, has it? Pathetic. In fact, I'm not sure on base stats. Whimsicott might have a higher base special attack than Tapu Koko. In the same ballpark, but we're finally going to get to see the last Pokemon now, which is Incineroar. Okay, so Groudon looks very good here. Inversely, Lunala is not very useful here. Lunala will be faster than Incineroar this turn, but I think he just goes for another Dazzling Gleam. I don't want to... Do I want to bring Lele in? If I switch Groudon out, I'll reset my Intimidate and Precipice Blades one-shot both of them. So that is a definite win condition. Can I make a safer win condition? If I stay in with Groudon now and bring Lele in so he can't fake me out, I'm not sure about that. No, I think I like the. Oh, it's risky. This is risky. Because, like, at this point, I'm assuming that his Tapu Koko doesn't have Grass Knot, else he would have gone for it last turn, surely. But I'm going to be losing both of my Pokemon here. Yeah. I mean, maybe if I'd have stayed in with Groudon. I would have been knocked off. I would have been threatened by a Flare Blitz, actually, wouldn't I? So maybe in hindsight, I did make the right move, because a Dazzling Gleam, Sun Boosted Flare Blitz probably would have knocked Groudon out. He's got one more turn of Tailwind, so I need to Protect on this turn. I don't think he can take advantage of my Protect this turn, and basically I'm in a situation that I kind of wanted to try and think of a safer way of winning, because yeah, he's Dazzling Gleaming, and probably Flare Blitzing. He's Swords Dancing. Okay, well, that punishes my Protect, as long as he avoids my Precipice Blades. So again, we're in the situation where, like, I don't mind if the Precipice Blades misses the Koko. I just need this Precipice Blades to hit the Incineroar. We have still got a Life Orb. We are at neutral now. We've not been intimidated. We just need to hit the Incineroar, and we win the game. So it's the heart in the mouth moment, isn't it? Actually, that's a lot of damage. We need to hit both of these, and we do. Is it a particularly bulky Incineroar? I don't think any can survive this, no. Wow, so, yeah. That actually did a lot of damage. Life Orb, Dazzling Gleam from Koko. That's something that can be EV'd for, because this is literally just 252, 252 Groudon, so it's things like that that, like, me as a team builder, like, latches onto when I think of EV spreads. It's like, okay, that did just over half. I can EV for that to take 2 of those. So, yeah, actually, I did need to hit both of those Precipice Blades at the end there. I'm surprised how much a single target Dazzling did. But we hit them, and it feels nice hitting moves. Still not thinking about a certain overheat all, but I mean, it's been an interesting week. I mean, this has been Gravity in VGC 19. You know, as I'm sure you remember, I'm the Gravity King of VGC 16, and here I am delivering it again in the modern age of 19. So you know, feel free to use it on Showdown. You know, plague the ladder with it. It's not a brilliant team. If you think of any good changes that I can make, then you know, fire them off towards me. I'm thinking that the Nihilego is going to change for something. But there you go. You know, I basically need something for Evoltol and maybe another check for Xerneas too. But there you go. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please share the video. Please like it. Tweet it out on Twitter and everything, and show all of your friends how much you've enjoyed this video. So thank you very much, and I'll see you tomorrow for the team builder with Cybertron for the NBL, and then I'll see you the weekend or next week or wherever, you know, at some point in the future. So I'll see you then. Goodbye for now.